Okay, yes, we are back. The third session of the Dungeon of the Mad Dwarf. And, yeah, the heroes are at the inn, as usual. Andre's character, the thief, has left the party to do other adventures, and he won't be returning. So, yeah.
It was the healing spells, wasn't it? I bet it was the healing spells.
Probably. Who knows? The point is that you're here. By the way, I figured out, I checked my notes, and the orc's name is actually Chunk. So, yeah. You're having breakfast now. So, yeah. Let's go.
Just like right now, I am eating an apple fritter in the game.
Okay.
I've got the cheapest, most plain thing they have.
It would be probably like some kind of stew, or not a very appetizing thing to look at.
That's perfectly acceptable.
Hawk will just be eating whatever's left over from the meal the previous evening.
Okay, you had some roasted pheasant, and yeah. So you had that. So you're having that leftovers. Okay. Chunk is just in the background, cleaning mugs, getting ready for the day. The winch, I forgot her name, but the winch basically is helping him. So yeah.
I see we're having an impromptu dance party behind the bar.
Yes.
Well, you know, it's kind of like just whistle while you work, but just dance while you work instead.
Duly noted.
Alright, so I look towards the comrades there, and I say, so, well, which plan do we plan? What do we plan on acting out here in the dungeon to solve that whole pit problem?
Potatoes will save me a spell.
Well, I mean, didn't you try casting something before?
Yes, and it didn't work.
Well, what's the new plan? Because if I remember from last time, Kasara said got a potion of levitation to try.
Yes, but there's no guarantee that will work.
I could fill it with water, but then I'd only want us to be able to cross, because I've only got one water book in the spell.
Well,
then that's fine by me. I mean, I'll go ahead and cross over there. So
if one of us fills it with water, one of us walks across with the levitation potion, then maybe I can pull someone else across with the rope. Or we could pull someone else across with the rope.
That sounds both incredibly risky and a lot of gold and effort wasted when we could just use dirt or potatoes or something.
But we're gonna have some issues with the dirt and potatoes. I mean, we tried. We need our manservants won't, the ones that we want to hire won't want to do it.
Wait, what?
How much did they charge you for the potatoes?
It was like 300 gold. It's pretty ridiculous.
Scipio just...
Hawk will cough. Were they magic potatoes?
No. They were just regular old potatoes. I mean, they could be +1 potatoes for all I know.
Scipio looks at you confused.
Well, I can't sense magic, so I don't know if there's, if they have a chance to, like, do bonus damage or something like that, Anyways, there's potatoes, there's this guy, he's a merchant, he's kind of, to say unreasonable would be, like, I would, acceptable answer, that kind of thing, and, yeah,
So, is there a reason why we're considering potatoes over dirt?
Well, because the guys who we were going to buy dirt from, no dice.
They wouldn't sell you dirt.
They wouldn't move the dirt from the carts to the dungeon. The potato guy would move the potatoes to the dungeon. But for 300 gold.
And that was just for the potatoes. That wasn't, like, total buying the potatoes and moving them?
No, I think it was the whole thing. Like, the potatoes, the carts needed to fill the potatoes and to move it. It's still a lot.
As you're discussing this, you see Scipio just counting out gold.
What are you doing?
Counting out gold.
For what?
For the potatoes.
No! Put that away! No! This is highway robbery! We're not paying 300 gold for potatoes!
Do you have another suggestion?
Find another merchant.
He continues counting out the gold.
Find another merchant who would sell them for significantly less. A reasonable merchant, one who's not mentally deficient or morally deficient or just money grubbing.
Fine, let's go find another merchant.
Right, we tried over there, and that's where we found that Joe guy.
You have a guy pop up and he says, "Where's that?" No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I pulled you in, Sean.
Yeah. I have to hold myself back on the potatoes things because it's 5 carts of fucking potatoes. It's not like one potato, okay? It's 5 fucking carts. You know how big a cart is? You know how many potatoes a cart, a big wagon cart
we
can
did
hold?
The math outside the game.
Yeah, you could go fuck yourself forever alone. Cry forever alone. Jesus Christ. The potatoes. If there was a thing that people would argue about, the last thing I thought was the price of fucking potatoes.
It makes for a surprise interlude.
Players always bitch and whine. Like, I promise you, Alex, I will find something the next game you play, and I will fucking argue the shit out of it.
It's funny because it's really not a big deal. I'm just a mess.
Apparently, it is a big deal for you guys. Oh my god, these potatoes is 300 gold. Oh my gosh.
Scipio doesn't give a fuck.
It's a big deal for Hawk because, well, Hawk spent less on a well, maybe not less. Hawk spent more than that on a magic potion.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
So for a cart of potatoes, she could have got half a potion of levitation.
Maybe the potion of levitation is just made of like 10 carts of potatoes.
Is that it? It's
Maybe.
It's basically potato booze or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like 10 cartons of potatoes mashed and put into a tiny vial, and you turn it upside down and uncork it, and it just explodes downwards, making you fly. Potatoes.
So it's basically like, so even a better potion of levitation would be like the essence of, like, I don't know, cabbage or something.
Yeah, because 5 cartons of cabbage is like 1,000 gold.
$1 million.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's continue.
But
yeah,
let's find the potato production.
Yeah. Like I said, we're gonna go over there in the market district for some potatoes, or maybe some other fillers. Maybe radishes or turnips would be cheaper. We will.
Turnips are
press our luck.
disgusting. Of course they'd be cheaper.
Yeah, but like, if potatoes are so expensive here as it is, I can just imagine, like, snails are cheaper or even more expensive or some crap like that.
You know what I'm concerned about?
Huh.
I'm concerned that the Potato King is just a vassal of the Vegetable Emperor.
The vegetable emperor thwarting our attempts to get into the dungeon.
Anyways, we're leaving, so we're going over around this area where all the the marketplace is, and we're looking for filler fruits and vegetables that are cheap.
They don't really understand the term filler, but they do.
All right, have they ever heard of packing peanuts? Have they ever heard of like little plastic baggies you put air in?
What is this? What is this plastic you speak of?
You can like put space in something so that way, but it doesn't weigh as much for shipping costs.
They just look at you. What is this plastic bag you speak of?
And behold the fourth wall as I show it to you.
It's like shipping. We don't do ships here, so. They're just like kind of confused at you, and I'm like,
all right. So
you have this like lady in her 50s, lady in her 50s. She's like a peasant lady. Yo, I got radishes here.
Okay. Yes, we are looking for a large quantity, a bulk order of radishes.
Well, how much you're thinking?
Well, how much you selling?
Well, right now, this is what you can see here. She shows her stand. She's got all kinds of veggies. So,
right,
I'll sell you all my radishes for a silver.
All right. Well, how much is it?
Now some asshole just starts running up. That's way too cheap. Wow. No, and you see another asshole pop up. Oh, that's too expensive. Wow. I'm just kidding. That didn't happen. So.
Okay. So, but yeah, we're looking at the stand. How much is that in terms of like how much does it look like?
Well, you could do a guess. I mean, it's 1 silver for. The radishes is like right now is what you would see in a supermarket. How much radishes they would have? That's how much it is. Like, it's not too much.
All right. Now, Scipio, could you please do the negotiation because I'm pretty flustered already.
As you say that, he just hands out the silver.
Okay. They remove a silver from your items.
Certainly.
Okay. You have now a huge, huge box full of radishes. I mean, it's about, I would say 7 kilos or something. I don't know how much that would be in pounds, but it's you and your empirical system. Like, yeah. But you can carry it. Add box of radishes to your items.
That's sweet, sweet inventory. Yeah.
It is not even close. Not even close to filling up the whole.
I'd imagine so. Yeah.
Like, how much were you thinking? Says the woman. You need more than that? What the hell are you planning to do? Survive the winter?
We
Or 3
need,
winters?
We need 5 carts worth.
You would have to basically buy every radishes in the market.
How much would that cost?
I don't know.
He's saying completely dead seriously.
She's just looking like dumbfounded, and she's trying to do math. And you can see in her, like most people here, they're not that great with math. But she's like guessing. Well, I would guess. Oh, Jesus Christ! You would have to spend a fortune, like about, I don't know, 30 gold or something. And most people here don't have the money here unless you're like the Mages Guild or the Count.
Thank you for your assistance. And Scipio will start trailing down the street just buying all the radishes.
Right now they have about, you realize when you're buying the radishes, where are you going to put them? Like you have to also buy a cart.
I should check if I have a spell for this. I don't. Jared. He tosses you a bag of about 200 gold. Go buy us a cart.
Who are you tossing it to?
To Jake.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm a very reasonable man, you know. It'll all be taken care of. I will. Yeah, I'll go take a quick look around and see if there's anybody like a little stand or something like that says like, you know.
You can find a.
Carts here.
You can find a with horses and carts kind of shop.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, I go ahead and I greet the owner there, saying, "Hello, I am looking for about 5 carts to rent."
5 carts to rent? We don't rent here. We only sell. You're looking to get a loan to buy one? Or maybe he looks at you. Or maybe you don't have to loan them. That would be my lucky day. You want this fine warhorse here? It's one of the best in the all of there. This one will only cost you about 600 gold coins. It is made the finest warhorse that only the finest counts and knights ride into battle. It is well trained and it will follow your orders. And again, you could buy a cheaper horse. I have some even for, 30 gold. But,
I'm sorry, sir. I don't really ride horses too much. I prefer to be on foot.
I see then. And you need a wagon, then why do you need a wagon for? Well, if you're gonna get a wagon, then you're gonna
supplies.
What if you have a wagon, then you'll need a horse too, at least one, or an ox.
Okay.
Okay. Well, there's different kinds of wagons. You can get one for. He points at. Well, we have some in the discount bin. And he shows it you some rickety carts.
What is a discount bin?
Oh. Out of character, shut the fuck up.
Two can play this game, Sean. 2 can play this game.
2 can play this game. When you start bringing up plastic bags and shipping costs, why not talk about your iPod and whatever?
Well,
Scipio turns on some smooth jazz.
Well, a cart is not that expensive like a horse, since in itself it doesn't provide transportation. I could sell you one here, like he shows you the cheaper ones. I'll be fair, let's say 10 gold. If you want to have a a better, sturdier one, let's say 15 gold.
Give me a moment to think about that, please.
Okay.
I am going to read my trusty almanac.
Wait.
Kelly Blue Book.
Out of character, quick, he says, well, that's for a cart. If you want a full wagon, that will cost you more.
Yes.
Okay, I see. Because a cart is not really good for transportation, because especially when it rains, and it does rain here quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're going on a long trip, a cart is just really if you want to transport stuff from one place to another.
Yeah. All I want to do is I just want to take this cart over to there, and then we'll be fine.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
And then he scratches his head. Where is there? Well, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So, 15 gold is acceptable.
Out of character, it shows me here on the lists is that a carriage. I don't know, like a carriage. There's a carriage, cart, and wagon.
Mm-hmm.
Like a carriage, that's like that one with the roof over the top. I'm just being a little bit confused. A cart is just a small thing, right?
That's an open top. Like just like a flat piece of wood with wheels attached to it.
Okay.
A carriage is like a stagecoach.
Okay.
A cart would be similar to like an Amish buggy, or some of the Amish buggies, the ones that don't have tops. And a wagon, assume, would be like a covered wagon.
Right. Well, okay. Okay. Wait, let me see here. I would check that quick. I don't know. Because they're very different price ranges. I know. But give me a second. I want to check this now because you guys are so fucking technical. I might as well check it. Okay, let's continue. So we have figured out what the... Okay, it's again I'm hearing the interference. Okay. So...
That wasn't from me either.
It might... I know it's not from me, but... Anyway, so... Okay, so what it will be, will you have the smaller cart? You need one horse to pull it. And there's less items or whatever goods you want to carry in it. You can carry. And a cart, like a wagon, that would be for 2 horses or 2 ox. So what will it be? Since I'm guessing you don't want a cart like a carriage, since obviously you want to transport goods.
Yeah, I don't need like a fancy, transportation.
Yes. Okay.
Special. Just to move a bunch of radishes.
I could give you a wagon for about 40 gold, a normal one, pretty sturdy. For 45, I can give you the slightly better one. A cart will cost you 20 gold. And, yeah.
Alright, is he breaking up or is it just me?
Am I breaking up?
No. Am I breaking up?
No, you're fine. Alex, you sound fine too.
Okay.
So, what is it gonna be?
I gotta check purse. Check my coin purse. Alright. Where is my character sheet? Where's my sheet? I forgot I can just look in Fantasy Grounds. Maybe I have my money listed there.
You should have it listed there. By the way, yeah, you have only your weapons as inventory, and you have 40 gold.
Okay.
You have now the extra gold that 200 that I think Scipio gave you, right?
Yes.
Should I?
I will. We're just pushing, some plants and stuff, so I don't think we need to go super fancy. I'll just get the one for 40 gold done.
Okay, it's a good cart. He seems like an honest guy, and you can see that this is pretty much a fair price with him doing so. Wait, I'm gonna add the gold here. You have 240 now, so you had 40 gold. Now you have 200.
Yep.
And have you removed 200, Scipio?
I can't add up my gold as far as I know.
Okay, then I will. Right now you have 90 platinum and 4 gold. What?
That's quite accurate because I bought magic items at the start.
Okay, right.
I have the exact number around. I believe it was around 1,000 left over.
1,000 left over.
Or thereabouts.
Okay, let's say you had 1,004, because you had here 90 platinum and 4 gold. So 1,000, then minus 200. It's 804 gold pieces.
Yep.
Which is quite a heavy load, but whatever. So you have now a wagon, which like how much would a wagon be able to hold? How much weight? Because it says here it's 400 kilos, but
that's carrying capacity for weight before it starts to pile.
Well, that's the weight of the wagon, so we could just say that's the carrying capacity. That sounds fair.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you bought one wagon. Okay, he says you hand him the gold, and he says thank you very much. Here's your wagon, and he gives you the reins.
All right. Well, then I will go ahead and push this wagon myself.
It's not easy, but then again, you're quite strong, so it's not a big deal for you.
Yeah, I glisten in the sun the entire time.
Well, not right away in the beginning.
Should I roll to show how swab, like how awesome I would look?
Sure, I guess.
Okay, so let me roll d20. All right, so yeah, I am like Antonio Banderas.
You're like the Coca-Cola light guy, if you get that reference. Okay.
Yeah, like people are looking at me funny, going man, how strong. Okay.
You'll have to do. You'll run out of breath. Even you will do so.
Yeah.
You might consider getting something to pull that.
Well, I mean, it's strenuous, yeah. But
and right now it doesn't have anything in it too. You're basically pushing. Wait, I could actually check how much you could push. You should be able to push it to the limit.
I can totally push it because I can.
Yeah, push drag
885.
You can push and drag 875. Okay, but for how long? That's the question. So.
Indefinite that's what the book says. I won't struggle under that.
Okay, fair enough then.
I mean, you can have me do endurance tests, over time.
I will only make it do if it's over time and in special occasions. But for the most part, right now you can push it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's like it will fatigue eventually. Right now it doesn't, especially now since it's empty. 'Cause you're quite a muscular dude, so as the ladies notice.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, you got a wagon.
Okay. All right, so yeah, I go meet up with Scipio and.
Do you actually tie the reins on you, and do you pull the wagon like that?
Yeah, like you know, it's like strap. It's like I have the straps, you know, on you know.
Yep.
Yeah, you know, like imagine
it's a little
like,
bit cumbersome, but you figure out a way, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah, but it's basically along the lines of like you know, like having like you know the straps you know around my shoulders, and you know just you know pushing forward, you know.
Okay.
So how much luck has Scipio had buying up all these radishes?
Well, you don't really need any luck as long as you got money. You basically pay up to like 30 gold in silver and copper and everything.
Okay.
So, but you have now, basically what you do is you pay them and you get like a paper of purchase, you know, and you have now, how much did you want it? 5 wagons worth, right?
Five cars
So
worth.
you have bought all the radishes in the market right now.
Now, if I were playing an evil character, now is when I would sell them back for double or triple the price.
That would be pretty evil.
Well, the people are quite. Some of the vegetable stands actually close up because you know they've done their business for today. So they're actually quite popular now. They're like, wait, I got to remove that 30 gold.
Yep, go ahead.
And so it's 774. There we go. And now you have create item 5 wagons worth of radish. You do actually ask us about potatoes. You do notice that the price is lower. So just throwing that out there. You don't ask about it. You don't ask about it. You just see the prices of potatoes.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So you're guessing 5 wagons full would cost you probably like 40 gold.
We've got the radishes.
Yeah, you know, we already made our bed, you know.
Yeah.
Kind of lot of sticky radishes.
As they're going around the
I
market.
don't know. Radishes are the red ones, right?
Yeah.
I like radishes. Radishes are good. I don't know what your problem is. Good
As
stuff.
they're going around the market, Hawk will see the stalls closing up, and she's going to turn to Scipio and say, "You know, it occurs to me, we're buying food.
Yeah.
Food that people would otherwise buy to feed themselves.
Indeed.
Doesn't that seem a little..."
He'll just put a hand on her shoulder and just gesture around. Do you see anyone starving around here?
No.
Well, the peasants weren't looking exactly like, you know, they weren't starving, but you know, they looked like peasants.
They're not well-fed nobles.
No. So and you basically went to every stall, and you have to also think that they probably give a certain amount of their food as taxes to the count and the clergy of the varying temples.
Wouldn't know anything about that. Hey, why am I paying money? Fuck this shit. All the other churches get a better deal than I do. Seriously. He'll sigh. You can always bring some of it back.
Okay, so I'm guessing your plan is now to go to the dungeon now?
Yep.
With our radishes in hand.
Yep.
Yeah, more than likely, me and Skippy are gonna have to push it together. We can pull them together because it's pretty heavy now, probably, right?
It's about 800 pounds, so
Okay.
at least. Well, I could be a dick and say it's more, but I'll be fair. It is right now. It's comfortable to push. It's like it's not easy, but yeah, while you're going the mile-long trip, it's gonna be quite the challenge. So you're getting your workout.
Yeah, that's right. 3 more intense workouts and I'll gain a level.
Okay.
Jake will notice that Scipio is
Is like what?
that Scipio is really fucking weak.
Yeah. Scipio doesn't add anything to that, to the pulling or pushing.
Okay.
A hawk will just help push.
Out of character, you could have easily
One
just
arm.
bought at least one horse, or even an ox, or 2.
You know, you say that, but what are we gonna do with livestock? I mean,
You could
we
ride
already
them.
spent too much.
A wagon is quite practical, especially if you're an adventurer. You can carry much more
Yeah.
items. If I would be a real dick, I could be like saying, well, you cannot carry that amount of gold and you need a wagon. So, but I'm guessing you have it in paper form, so.
Paper or platinum or gems or what have you.
Yep.
Yeah, you know,
So-
I frequently, you know, carry credit cards. Yeah.
Right. Okay,
Mhm.
so. I'm gonna give 1 second. Zero. Just looking for the right map. There we go. I'll take a little bit because it's big.
Uh-huh. We're going to attempt to fill a pit with radishes. It's gonna be nice.
Well, right now you have only 1 wagon full, so.
Well, I mean, we're just testing the waters, you know, seeing if it'll actually work. It's sort of like,
You
yeah.
basically have on paper, you can go to the farms and get the rest of the radishes.
Mhm.
But, you know.
It'll be back and forth kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Every time a mile, so.
Yeah.
Okay. Something is. It always fucks up with this map. I should have probably downed the res even more. I might have froze. Great job.
Great job.
You know. And, okay. Yep, so the cart barely fits into the door. Yeah, but it does fit.
That's cool. Wow. Highly convenient.
Well, how wide would a wagon be? Let's discuss that then.
Well, it would be 2 spaces wide. It would not be 1.
Okay, so it doesn't
one
fit.
One is 5 feet.
The cart would have fit probably. One square is 5 feet. So that's about a meter. Yeah, 2 meters wide. Yeah, for a wagon. So you're in front of the dungeon with the wagon full of radishes, and you're unable to put it through. So
Sometimes I feel as though we don't think things through.
No, it just means we have to carry the radishes, that's all.
how much do you think you can carry in your hands?
Scipio opens his backpack and just starts stuffing it.
Okay. Your backpack is full of radishes.
So that tells me you've had enough of this.
He just sighs in response and starts.
By the way, Mr. Jake Hammerfall, even though, you know, you're quite pooped at this point, so...
Yeah, totally. But I'm not moving because of that. I'm just, you know...
Yeah.
Just... Like, I'm on the ground sleeping.
Your back is sore, and, yeah, and your muscles and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So... Actually, you're quite hungry, too. So let me see here. You all are, but especially Jake. So let me see if you got any food. Oh yeah, you don't have any food other than the...
We got 5 carts worth of food. We're fine.
Well, exactly, yeah. If you just want to eat the radishes, that's fine.
As long... some radishes? Yeah. I'll go ahead and eat some radishes.
Okay, I will calculate how much less radishes you have for filling up their skin. So you're
40 radishes.
so you're just fucking just stuffing your face full of radishes.
Yeah. Right
now, but
Scipio will take like 3 and just watch everybody else carefully.
You probably will get the shits from that, but yeah, just so you know.
Oh well.
Since you don't need any bread with this, so any kind of. But yeah, so you have your backpack full of radishes, Scipio.
He's just gonna put it aside for now and take a seat.
Okay.
Are we going to rest for a while, or are we going to go ahead and do this?
You're able. Yeah. We can just say you rested a little bit, you ate, you're fine now again.
Okay, that's good.
You're kind of sick of radishes already. I don't know if that's the thing. Maybe you like. I don't know your character, so.
Scipio's a priest. He eats whatever the fuck.
Yeah, you're fine. You're used to far worse food.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm guessing same as maybe not Kasara. You know, maybe she has, but I don't know.
She has refined, but she can get by on radishes and cheap food.
Well, you have some other food. Like you have rations. You want to eat one? Trail rations. Yeah. Okay, you're down to 6. The reason why I haven't made you guys eat your rations and stuff because you were in the inn. So.
Mm-hmm.
And you basically bought kind of a week-long, just food and stuff. So you're fine there. As long as you're in inns, you don't use up your rations. It's more Okay. Scipio just eats radishes too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't have any rations, right?
No, I don't.
Well, but technically now you do, because you have tons and tons of radishes, so... Which is a very one-sided diet, but it is vegetables, so it's not unhealthy.
If I run out of food in the dungeon, I'm just gonna go back to the spike pit and get some more radishes. Just straight up.
There's so many ways I could fuck with that.
I know.
If it's poisoned spikes, yeah, you got poisoned radishes basically, or at least a chance of them being poisoned. But anyway, let's continue.
All right, and continue we shall. I, grab some radishes myself and bundle them. And...
Do you have a backpack? No, you don't. So you can only hold them in your hand.
Well, I can cross my arms and feel
Yeah, you can do that, but you'll have radish. Well, and it depends on how skilled you are. Let's see, what's your dex? You don't have to roll for it, but
how
you're
good
fine.
I am
You're
with,
fine.
with juggling balls
You're
in my hand.
you're fine. You're fine.
Mm-hmm.
You got 14. You're good at juggling balls.
Mm-hmm.
You like the balls, so.
Anyway, we're going.
Okay.
Okay, we will go ahead and we'll do that whole thing, the spike pits and all that stuff. And I will go ahead and make my first offering to the pit gods. And
Okay.
drop some radishes in there.
You notice as you throw the radishes, they kind of just hover up above the spikes, like, yeah. They just weirdly hover above the spike pit.
Scipio frowns.
You're standing
and
here.
just
Yeah, right.
Scipio frowns and just mutters under his breath, "Oh, fuck this."
Hawk watches the radishes.
Okay, so you stay back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is actually something that is quite a interest to steal, so especially if somebody's hungry. So yeah, Hawk stands back.
How low down are they hovering?
You can see them that they're actually hovering quite high. It's almost like they're level to the ground. They're like level to the ground where you're standing.
Scipio will touch the radishes and see if they move any.
They move to the side, they're almost like rolling.
Oh,
away.
Okay. I figured out how to move the map now.
He'll keep moving his hand down to see if the pit's real.
Oh, sorry, Heather. I could have told you have to turn down the middle mouse button and then you can move it. It takes a while. It took me a while too. You want me to pull your character over, or you can do it, right?
Yeah, I can do it.
Okay, sweet. So anyway,
Scipio was going to try to touch level with the ground over the pit.
You feel like there's a ground, like it's level.
I'm going to use one of my create water spells in the middle of the pit.
Okay. How much water does that create?
I'll just check for it.
I believe it's a gallon per level.
Excuse me.
But I could be mistaken.
Okay, so it's about 5 gallons of water.
It's 2 gallons per level, so it'll be 10.
So you create kind of a splash of water. Just, however you choose to do your incantation works. The fact is, the water
it appears and pours.
It splashes onto. It looks like it's on a floor, but it's right hovering above the spikes. Like you just threw a bunch of water on the floor.
Scipio will take one of the radishes and approach the walkway on the left-hand side. Hold it over where the ground on the left-hand side is that you could walk over and just drop it.
On the left-hand side. Okay, you just drop it. Nothing happens.
It just hits the ground.
Yep.
He thinks about this for a minute. Give me a second here.
Well, the good news is we can still eat the radishes. If we use dirt, we couldn't eat that, so there's something on the right side.
Scipio ignores you. He seems to be thinking about something.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I suppose so. Although it does sort of hurt to have spent all this money for no reason.
Yeah. I mean, we could do something with it. Maybe like if as soon as we get past this room, maybe something down the line, we'll need those radishes.
We could sell them. We could always sell them to the inn.
As you're talking back and forth, Scipio is going to about where the apparent spike pit starts. He's going to take one step forward and just kind of stomp on the ground as hard as he can.
It's like you're stomping on the floor. You're now. You know now it's an illusionary. It's an illusion. The spike pit is never there.
Satisfied that the ground isn't going to collapse out from under him, he starts walking across, still tenuously.
Move your character how you would move him.
One step at a time.
Okay. It's fine.
Hawk is going to watch this.
Okay, and you're there. It seems like the floor where it was supposed to be the spike pit is level with the floor, so it's like you're just walking over. Like if you wouldn't see the spike pit, it just would be you're just walking over.
Alright then, well, I will then go ahead and attempt and mimic the same way. One cautiously and butthole fully clenched. Okay.
Hawk will do the same.
Okay. You're there on the other side now.
Alright. Kasara, there's a door. If you can do us a kindness and see if we won't get screwed over by it.
Of course, of course. I'm going to attempt to look. Is the door locked? First of all.
It's locked. It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't open.
Okay, I'm going to make an open lock.
Okay, roll. You should have your skills. Oh, there we go.
Ooh.
Yeah, you open it, no problem.
The door pops open, and she'll cautiously push it open.
Right. Okay, it's pretty dark as it was everywhere else. There's no torches. So you see a new corridor continuing. Yeah.
All right. I will stay there and maybe yeah. I'll just look at Scipio and say, do you have any extra sun rods?
He'll hand him his last sun rod.
Thank you. Smack it against the ground, like a flare. No, I'm just kidding. And we'll go ahead and move forward here. Pick in one hand, sun rod in the other.
Okay. You can definitely see more now. You can see a door. Surprise. and you can see the corridor continues to your right, so to the east, so to speak.
Okay. Plajao. Looking down that corridor.
With the sun rod in hand, this is how much you see. You see another door.
So, I gesture over to the group and, point out that there's another doorway to the right.
Scipio nods.
Alright, want to go down one of these doors or continue going?
I think we should continue.
Yes, yeah.
Unless you would prefer I take an augury.
I already went forward as soon as you said it. Yeah, I think we should continue. It's like, all right, fair enough.
It just seems like a hallway of doors leading to the north, as far as you can see now, with the 3 doors.
Okay.
3 doors down.
Kryptonite. Alright. So we just keep going.
Okay. And now a little bit of a difference here. Again, you can see a door to your north, but there you can see a corridor to the south opening.
Well, we must go there. I'll go ahead and, just go up to the little wall there and look down, see if there's anything down that pathway.
Megaraptors.
You see another door to the south.
Okay. So yeah, there's apparently this dwarf like doors.
I'm beginning to think we aren't going to get anywhere if we don't open one of these.
Like, did he have like a door of the month club or something like that? Where, because like no normal person just has these many doors, All right. You want to keep looking, or do you just pick a door and open it? Because you're the one who executed.
The corridor still continues to the east. Just by the way.
Yeah.
Scipio thinks for a minute. I don't suppose it really matters.
Hawk will approach the door closest to her, which happens to be the one she and Scipio are standing outside of, and test it.
It
See
seems
if it's locked.
It's open.
She will gingerly push it open and motion to Jake for the sunrod.
Alright. I hand over the sunrod.
Okay, this is what you see. A little corridor continues, and then it kind of widens up. This is what you see so far.
I'm going to quietly and slowly move down the corridor.
Okay. You can see on the end now of the corridor, it's a little room, and you can see a treasure chest. It's a pretty, plain-looking treasure chest, nothing special. It's pretty old, dusty, of course, like everything is here. Spider webs and whatever.
Scipio looks around the corner. Stop.
Yeah.
I'm going to cut. He concentrates on the treasure chest. He closes his eyes a minute and cants something. He's casting Detect Magic.
You don't detect any magic in the room.
If it's trapped, it's mechanical.
Oh, good. I can disable it, probably.
Out of character as a thief, you are the only, as a rogue, you are able to also disarm magical traps. Because that's one of your abilities, your class abilities.
Yeah.
Find and disabling magical traps. Although, then again, other classes can do it too, but you have the knack of finding them, so.
Yeah,
I have been rolling also for anyway all the time, so anyway, continue.
By the way, detect magic works in a 60-foot radius, regardless of line of sight. So if there's anything in the adjoining rooms that is magical, I will now know about it.
You don't find any magic.
Okay. He concentrates on it still. Just for a while. And when he's confident that there's no magic around, he relaxes.
All that you can be sure of is that in this room there is no magic. It seems like the walls, as they have, resisted your efforts, also dampen the things to the room,
As he realizes this, he just mutters under his breath. I hate this place. I hate this place.
Hawk will slowly advance into the room, looking for any sort of trap that could be rigged in the room.
Okay, do a search or a spot check, whatever is higher.
Okay.
It's just on your main thing, there should be.
Spot is +3 and search is also +3.
If you're looking for specifically a trap, then I think you get a +1 at least.
Yeah.
So whatever you roll, I'll add a +1. Okay, you're doing a real effort. You don't find anything. Like, you're just searching everything very carefully. You don't find anything.
She's going to advance to the chest and check to see if the chest itself appears to be rigged.
Okay, do a separate one.
That one was not so good.
You don't find anything.
Ready to be healed.
Yeah. She's going to carefully check the chest. I'm assuming it's locked.
It is locked, yes.
And she's going to open the lock.
Let me see here. Yeah, you open it, no problem. It's an old, rusty lock, and it's but you have no problem using your Master Smith tools.
And she's going to slowly, carefully open the lid.
You
She's
do
not
that.
expecting something horrifying to leap out of her.
You have the face. You're like really careful, but as you open it, it just creaks open, and you have some, it's some spiders and some creatures scattered around, but nothing dangerous, And there's just like kind of a dust comes out, and you can actually find some glittery stuff in there. You want to look closer?
Yeah, I'll look closer.
You can see what you can see is like treasure, basically. You can see some gold, and you can see some gems, some nice gems. You want me to tell what you got?
Sure.
Okay. Let me see here if you get you want to take it also. You can see some gold, and you can see some you can see a rare black opal. I'll just add it. You want to take it?
Yeah, she'll she'll take the black opal.
Okay. There is also a carved ruby. Let me see here.
Scipio was watching her sort through the treasure. He just doesn't really care.
She'll motion for him to come in and Jake as well.
Okay, so there's the carved ruby, what you can see, and a silver necklace of like a very old kind of, you're guessing, dwarven making.
She's going to take the necklace, and the carved ruby.
Okay. Let me see here. So the carved ruby, the black opal. Adding that.
I don't know how much attention Hawk is paying to Scipio, but she might notice that he seems to be paying more attention to her than the treasure.
Yeah,
okay.
she probably won't notice that.
The ruby is very dark. It's almost like a it's a very dark ruby. It's very beautiful to look at. So, and you got and the silver necklace, and the rest is just old gold coins. It's about I would say 200 gold coins.
She'll look at Scipio and say, I think we may have found means of replenishing our income.
He kneels down next to the gold and just kind of flicks at it.
Flicks? What do you mean?
Like, runs his fingers through it and just kind of flicks them around a bit.
It feels like gold coins. Like coins. Yeah.
He bunches them up in the corner of the chest and grabs them in both hands and kind of deposits them into his backpack.
Okay.
Just kind of loosely.
Okay, so 200 then added, so that's 974. You have a kind of a problem. You take out the radishes, at least as much, I'm guessing, right?
I would have dumped out the radishes.
Okay.
When we went to the spike pit, I just dumped them out, just straight up.
Okay, fair enough. So yeah, you took the 200 gold.
Alternately, I could fill the chest with radishes and close it again for the next adventurers. just to party things so they open a chest. Just like, it's okay.
It's a chest full of rotten radishes. Oh god.
We found a treasure chest. It's fucking
moldy radishes.
The dwarf really was mad.
Although, if I have learned anything from watching television and reading comics, it's that if you leave things to go moldy for too long, they will come to life and try to eat you.
Some kind of radish mimic?
It came from the depths of the fridge. I mean, treasure chest.
Radishion. By the way, is Alex still there? Swingle?
He may have stepped away for a moment.
Okay, fair enough. So he's just standing outside, yeah. He'll come back when I come back.
I will be right back.
Okay.
I need to step out for just a minute.
Then let's do a little break here, I guess.